Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is For Pause on a Book. I make book and lifestyle related content, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why I'm no longer bullet journaling. If you are not new to my channel, then you know that I used to be called Coffee Books and Bullet Journals, and I started this channel in 2017 as a bullet journal channel. That's what I was primarily doing. I did plan with me's every month. I did explanation videos on like how to transition to a new bullet journal and how to travel with a bullet journal and all this stuff. I thought that's what I was going to do. That's how I got into YouTube. That's how I found this community, and how eventually I found the BookTube community. And I tried to continue on. I wanted to incorporate books and bullet journals and coffee, because I love coffee, let's be honest. And like, I did that for a while, but as you saw, or as you've seen over the past year or two, the bullet journal videos became few and far between. They're very hard to produce because there's a lot of work that has to go into them. If you're doing a plan with me, that is a good like hour to 2 hours of filming, because like everything that you see in like quick succession motion does not happen that quick in real life, obviously. So there's that. There's the cost of things, because you have to like get all the stickers and the markers and things like that, which like I'm not saying that book collecting is not expensive, don't get me wrong there, because I've spent probably way more on books than I ever did on bullet journaling. There's no probably about that, but it's something I enjoy, so I don't care. Anyways, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. There was a lot of toxicity in the community, like in the bullet journal community, about like copying each other's work, which is just ridiculous. But there wasn't that same toxic culture in the book community, which is why I inevitably made the switch in the first place. But then I was still trying to do these other videos, and it worked for a while. I was using my bullet journal, but the thing is that I found that, especially for weekly and like monthly spreads, if I didn't get it done prior to like the first of the month, I just never used the journal. So like I would get to work Monday, I would realize, oh crap, I didn't do I didn't do my weekly spread yesterday. And then I just wouldn't use it the whole week, and it just like compounded and got worse and worse and worse. So that kind of started me on this journey of like trying to find better ways, better things to do for organization. And I tried a lot of different things. I tried digital bullet journaling, because that would be something that like I wouldn't have to have all of the markers and the like, set up an entire table of stuff. Like it's just my iPad. So I tried that. That worked for a little bit, but the iPad's kind of limiting. I noticed that as I started kind of getting farther into the year, the iPad struggled to load. So there was that problem. Everything was like loaded onto the cloud. So if I didn't have internet, it didn't have, like my iPad doesn't have internet, it just connects to Wi-Fi. So if I'm out and about, I don't have the paper because it's up in the cloud somewhere. So there's a lot of things. The other thing was making videos for digital bullet journaling is really hard with my camera setup, because of the glare that would happen from my ring light to the iPad. And so the quality of the videos just were awful, let's be honest. So then I tried doing the like screen recording and the voiceover. And while that kind of worked, again, I had to make sure that I had like a very quiet atmosphere. Like my mic would pick up every background noise. So there was a lot that like it just made it really, really difficult. I wasn't finding enjoyment in it anymore. Then that's the number one thing that kind of led me on this journey of trying to find something else that worked. Because the thing is that bullet journaling is really difficult and like really time consuming. And if you enjoy it, that's great. If it becomes your Sunday afternoon hobby that like you can relax and listen to music or listen to an audiobook or whatever, great. But the thing is that for me, it was just becoming a chore. as I am coming to terms with what's going on in my brain, why it's different, the possibility of having ADHD, finding an actual diagnosis for that is proving more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Insurance in the United States is just awful. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I had to find some sort of organization system that worked for me, that would allow me to get everything done that I needed to, that would allow me to not forget things. And so I kind of have come up with this hybrid system. And you have seen my Google Calendar and my Todoist app that I use for pretty much everything. Calendar blocking has just been so great. I have this little bit of serotonin because I have finished, a task before the hour is up that I had it scheduled for. It becomes like a little bit of competition for myself. But also, it's very organized, and that's what I need. My brain needs that. So that's where we're at with that. I don't have any creativity in it other than like being able to change the colors on the calendar. But that's okay. I can do other things for my creative outlets. I haven't really had time to do it anyways. The Google Calendar is something that I can literally do like in the first 15 minutes of my morning, and it works great. Now, I titled this Why I'm No Longer Bullet Journaling, and I guess that's kind of sort of a lie, because I do still have a notebook that I use every single day. It sits on my desk at work, and every morning I open it up and I have a very minimalist like punch list. This is very Ryder Carroll bullet journaling, very minimalist, very like bare bones. That's it. I put the date up at the top, and then I put the list of things that I need to do, and I put the meetings that I have to go to. Like, that is all I have. That stays open on the like front of my desks, and that's like for all my little tasks. Obviously, I still use Todoist for all my big projects and things like that, but then anything on Todoist that is like for today goes on to that punch list. So I guess I'm still technically bullet journaling, but nothing in the sense that I used to be. I just wanted to come on here and do a really quick video. I know this is like less than 10 minutes long, but I wanted to do a quick video on like my thought process as to why I changed my channel. I thought it was a little bit weird to call myself Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals when the last time that I did a bullet journal video was like Veda of 2020, like August 2020, I think was my last bullet journal video. So if I hadn't done one in a year, like, it didn't make sense for me to still call myself Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals. So that was a big part of wanting to change my name, and then, like, that's why the dogs kind of became a part of it, because I was like, well, that's my life now. That's me in a nutshell. That's this brain going on. Hopefully, if you were here back in 2017, you're still sticking around. I mean, I hope I still have interesting content, even if it's not what you originally signed up for. The quality has gotten better. We'll put it that way. It's sad, though, because my bullet journal content is still some of my, like, most viewed content, which is a little bit upsetting because I'm like, but I don't do that anymore. So that's fun. I have a book bullet journal video that was like done in 2018. So like very early on in my YouTube career. And it's surpassed 10,000 views, which is huge for my channel, and is also like consistently still in my top 10 videos every single month. So I don't know. Anyway. That's all I got for you today. It's a little bit rambly. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you stick around. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.